Hello beautiful souls, my name is Hayley and this is Divinity Tarot and Tea. I'll be having a cup of tea during this reading as tarot and tea go so well together. So grab a drink of your choice, get comfy and join me as we spill the tea together on your current love situation. So before we get started today, I just want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. My channel is growing exponentially at the moment. And to all the wonderful comments and all the likes. It's just amazing to see this community spirit of like-minded people. And it's your energy that helps these readings to keep going, because I take your energy and I use it to make these readings. And, you know, I've just come to 50 readings on my channel. I think we're at 51 now. So I just wanted to mention that. And also I just wanted to mention that we have an eclipse coming up. So that's on the 3rd here in Australia. And it will be overnight, so in the early hours of the morning, and it's on the 2nd in the Northern Hemisphere. So you may be feeling a lot of tumultuous energies, emotions at the moment. And I feel like particularly because it's a solar eclipse, it's where the moon is eclipsing the sun, and it's the new moon, I feel like it might particularly be the masculine energies that are affected by this eclipse. A couple of weeks ago we had the lunar eclipse and my emotions were really, really high. They were all over the place, but I'm not feeling it as much with this partial solar eclipse. So we're going to look at the energy of you and your person in the last 24 hours. And in the first position is their thoughts and feelings towards you. And I'm going to be using the Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody Bergsma. And we have the Loon, intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. And so it sounds like your person, you know, is coming into their intuitive awareness at the moment. We'll look a bit further at that. I'm going to be using the Witch's Garden Tarot to clarify these cards today. So what is your person's intuition telling them at the moment? We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. So this is intuition about an ending or something that is required to end. Perhaps they didn't see something for how it was, but this newfound intuition is showing them that it's a cycle that needs to be closed out. We have the Tower. And yeah, the Tower is that catastrophic energy that just plows through, flattens everything to the ground so that the rebuilding can start better. And I feel like that's what your person is at the moment. They're coming into their intuition that what they were currently in, whatever obligations, prior commitments that they were in, those old cycles need to close up now. You know, the concept of lifetime commitment, lifetime marriages, and a lot of the marriages are karmic or, you know, soulmate. And those particular soul contracts are not even spiritually designed to last the distance. Particularly with karmics, you're meant to learn the lesson and then close out that cycle. And so the concept of being married to a karmic and being obliged to stay, spiritually it's defunct. So we'll get out the 3rd card here. And that is Temperance in the reverse. Yeah. They want to come back into alignment with their soul, and this thing that they were in, this thing that they were attached to, is keeping them from their soul's purpose, is keeping them from that soul alignment. And that's where they're coming into that awareness now. So in the second position, is any messages from Spirit around that, or any blockages or obstacles? And we had Polar Bear, Mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. So that's the second card here we're seeing with that intuition, that third eye chakra energy from your person. So yeah, their third eye is well and truly open at the moment. So we'll take a closer look at this card here. So the white of the polar bear also reminds me of purity. So, yeah, going back to that pure soul frequency. I feel like there was a lot of chaotic energy around your person. Or still is, if they haven't ended that cycle. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse position. So the Page of Wands in this particular deck is that really fiery, passionate energy, that drive. So they're being driven by Spirit to close out the soul cycle, to close that door. You know, whatever they had going on there, it's closed out now. It's over. That contract, spiritually at least, has done its dash. So we have the Queen of Swords. So I'm feeling like, yeah, this is a karmic entity that your person was with. So the Queen of Swords can represent that karmic woman. And, you know, with the swords, she's normally a sharp-tongued type personality. So, you know, there may be a lot of arguing, a lot of chaotic energy at the moment between your person and their karmic. So we'll get out the third card here. And we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's definitely a closing out of a relationship. You know, this won't resonate for everyone today, but for a lot of you it does. There seems to be two very distinct groups of twin flames that I pick up on in my readings. And one is with, you know, that single playboy, partying, bachelor type twin flame. And then there's this group who the divine masculine is already attached to a karmic and needs to learn to close out that cycle to follow his heart. Well, in both cases, the masculine needs to learn to follow their heart. So yeah, this is definitely closing out of a relationship. So we'll look at your energy as it stands today in the last 24 hours. And we have Butterfly Rebirth. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. And so that's that, you know, you've transformed during this whole process. During this whole twin flames journey, you've gone through your awakening. You've gone through your Kundalini activation, and now it's time. It's time for you to step into your soul's purpose. And, you know, that's that rebirth energy, rebuilding. Like after the tower, we saw the tower here with your person. After the tower comes through and clears everything out, wipes everything down to the ground, well, then it's time to rebuild. And Spirit is saying that you need to rebuild, you need to look into your soul's purpose. So we'll look a bit further into that. And we have the Two of Swords in the reverse position. So the Two of Swords normally refers to decisions that need to be made. You're at a crossroads, you have two paths to take. So I feel like in this instance, you know, you had your old life, which you've been processing, you've been dealing with, you've been putting behind you. But now it's time to travel this new road. And, you know, it's quite hard to step out of your comfort zone. And this is exactly, you're mirroring your masculine at the moment. They're having to step out of their comfort zone, which, you know, their comfort zone is not so comfortable. As we see with that karmic there's a lot of fighting and bickering and demeaning going on there. Well, you know, you're also finding it difficult to step out of your comfort zone, to step onto that new path, your soul's purpose, which may require you to do things that you're not quite comfortable with yet, you haven't done before. Like it could be talking to large groups of people, using your expressive energy. So it could be, you know, creative energy like art or music or dance or, you know, just talking to large groups of people, and it could put you way out of your comfort zone. But that's something that you need to do. You need to push past that. You need to turn into that butterfly, that change of energy, and embrace it. So we have the Four of Wands. So this shows me that there is union with your person in the future. But before that union happens, you need to find yourself first. Spirit says that you need to find yourself before you can come into union with your masculine. So, you know, the old you may have looked for relationships to fulfill yourself, to fulfill your own needs of love and validation and, you know, fulfillment. But you're not that person anymore. You've emerged as this butterfly after this long period of awakening. And, you know, now you have everything within yourself that you need, and you're aware of that. So you need to find your own path, your own fulfillment first before you can step into this union. But union is coming. We have the Six of Wands, and that's that victory card. So yeah, everything you want, that abundance is coming to you. You know, abundance of love, abundance of fulfillment, abundance of, you know, even material stuff with this path that you're headed on. So in the final position is any messages from Spirit to you, or any blockages or obstacles. And we have Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Yeah, don't take yourself so seriously. So, you know, if you are going down this path where you might be in the public spotlight. So, you know, you may be putting your art out there, or, you know, you may be a recording artist or a writer or public speaker. And with that comes, you know, both negative and positive feedback and criticism. And it may be something, again, it's like that stepping out of your comfort zone. It can be very confronting to face that kind of thing when you're not used to it. You know, you haven't put yourself out there before, and so you perhaps haven't experienced that criticism and that negativity that can come along with it. But it's about, you know, keeping that open heart, that open mind, just not taking it so seriously. When the negativity and the criticism does come in, don't take it so seriously. You know, just shrug it off, just laugh it off, just say to yourself, when the negativity starts coming in and the criticism, that's when I know I've made it. Yeah, I had this really funny comment on one of my readings the other day. It said, do you even listen to your own readings? You sound crazy. And I just sat there and laughed, and I thought, well, I'm glad that's what this person thinks, because I don't want to conform. I've spent years trying not to conform to what society wants me to be, to what society expects me to be. And it just, it really felt like, wow, thank you, I've made it. You know, if this particular person thinks I'm crazy, then I'm not like the rest of them, you know? It's so not a insult to me. But, you know, I sent this person a lot of love, and which I do to any negative comments I get. I just, you know, wish them love and wish them a good day or whatever. I don't take it seriously, because I know that, you know, that's what's going to come with this. If you're going to put yourself out there, that's what's going to come. So we have the Three of Wands in the reverse position. Yeah, you're making a new life for yourself, and, you know, the new can be scary. It can be daunting. It can be really confronting if you're not used to it, stepping out of your comfort zone. But just take it one step at a time. And yeah, like the wolf or the coyote says, you know, don't take yourself so seriously. Just have fun with it. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position. There could be people around you as well, family members, that when they do start seeing you come into the spotlight and you start to get attention, they might withdraw from you. It's perfectly normal for that kind of thing to happen. You know, they're used to you being on a certain level, they're used to you being a certain way, but, you know, now things are starting to go your way. Now your abundance is starting to come in. Your harvest is starting to be reaped, and it makes them uncomfortable. So yeah, you might get a few people who were close to you, co-workers, family members, friends, start to pull away a little bit. But again, don't take it too seriously. We have the Seven of Cups. And not limiting your options as well. Keeping your options and opportunities open. That's what Spirit's saying here. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't, you know, trap yourself into one way of doing things. Keep your options open. And keep that creativity going. It's that creativity, that the wands energy. The wands represent that passion and creative energy, that fiery energy. And that's what you want to propel you forward with this. So we'll look at the mutual energy between you and your masculine for the last 24 hours. And we have sea turtle, protection. You are master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Yeah, this is a soul connection, and in so being, you are protected by your soul tribe, your soul family, your, those invisible entities that have your back throughout this whole thing. And yeah, now that you're both beginning to come into that intuitive energy and knowing, where your path is, it's all starting to happen now. And as it does, just know that you'll be protected. Your masculine will be protected from this karmic entity. And you will be protected from, any negativity that comes your way as you step onto your path. We have the Sun card. And the Sun is the most positive, happy, beautiful card in the entire deck. And I really do feel like happiness is coming for you. That harvest is about to be reaped. You're about to be rewarded, paid for your hard work, both of you. Spiritually, you've been through a lot, and through this entire incarnation, a lot of you may have suffered early on in life, may have gone through traumas, had a bad childhood, had terrible relationships, things probably haven't gone so well for you as you were going through your karmic cycles, your karmic lessons. But you've done the hard work, you've gone within, you've gone through your awakening, and now it's time. That happiness is coming. Embrace it. Embrace the warmth of it. And we have the Five of Cups in the reverse position. You're leaving the old way behind. You're leaving the old you behind. And you're rebuilding the new. Like I said with that Tower card before, after the Tower comes the rebuilding. The building back better, stronger, happier than what you were before. And we have Judgment in the reverse position. And, that's that rebirth energy, death and rebirth. So, you've gone from turmoil and trauma and, hard times, and now you're coming into this peaceful, abundant, beautiful, harmonious, loving way of life. That's your future coming in. It's like your ship has come in. So I'm going to use one of my telepathy song cards here. So when you're on a twin flame journey, particularly the Divine Feminine, you'll get a lot of songs in your head, which are telepathic messages about, your situation. So I've been writing them down. And this one's been in my head a lot lately. I Fall at Your Feet by Crowded House. I know that there's a new version of that, a remix that's out at the moment. I think it's by Cyril, but it might not be. But yeah, I'm from New Zealand. I was born and raised in New Zealand, even though I live in Australia now. And so, Crowded House was, we owned them. They came from New Zealand, even though Australia tries to claim them. So I Fall at Your Feet. And I always feel like that's your masculine surrendering to this journey, surrendering to this experience. It's like, they were trying to walk away from it. They were trying to put up defenses against it. But, I fall at your feet is like, I'm surrendered, I'm yours. I surrender to you. I surrender to this experience. So I'm going to finish up with a tea leaf reading here. So I'm going to look into the cup. And I can see a horse that has like battle armor on it. And I feel like, that was your past. You've had to wear that battle armor. You've had to plow your way through. I feel like, some of you feel like you've clawed and scratched your way straight out of the pits of hell to get to where you are today. Especially if you've been through those narcissistic relationships, those karmic relationships. But, those days are over. You've gone through your karmic cycles. You've closed them out now. And now that you've done the inner work, the inner healing, you won't be going back to that now. And I'm also seeing like a lightning bolt. And so that's that tower energy, that storm energy that comes through and flattens everything to the ground so that you can build back stronger. I'm also seeing like a giant bumblebee. And, when I think of a bumblebee, I don't see them here where I live here, but where I grew up, we saw a lot of them. And they have these big furry legs and they carry all the pollen. And so it's, planting those seeds. And so, when I think of you stepping onto your path and, using that creative energy, using your voice to plant those seeds, those spiritual seeds for the future generations, to put that information that you've learned through your spiritual awakening out there for the next wave of people to be able to hear it and learn from it. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment. And I send you all so much love and joy on your path. And if you are feeling emotional from the coming eclipse, just take it easy on yourself. Have some downtime. And take care for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.